Hey humans, how's it going? It's Shani today here. Welcome back to the promised Minecraft video with the regulars tour. So I actually am able to show you a little bit more detail today with regards to the different realms that I was talking to you about. If you haven't watched my first and second public realm tours, make sure you go check those out. They'll be up in the cards and in the description below, especially if you are a Minecraft person and a Minecraft fan. I know Minecraft has been on the rise as of recently. I personally have been enjoying PewDiePie's playthrough. Of course, not everyone is the biggest fan of the guy, but I really have been enjoying his Minecraft series. But anyway, besides the point, that's actually not what inspired this. Today I have been putting off doing a regulars realm tour for the longest time. So Minecraft South Africa actually has started a realm. First of all, it was an Xbox, I need to think. It was an Xbox One original, like when remember when there was Xbox One edition and then Pocket edition and the PC edition, and there was like no crossplay, and then they brought out Bedrock. So what happened was that the public realm was originally an Xbox One world that then became a realm when the Bedrock update Better Together came out. So awesome, cool, we started a realm, and like a year and a bit, maybe 2 years later now, we had no idea that we would surpass 100 members over on the public realm, and that's what you can see here. So I have currently 3 realms under my world. So obviously there's the public realm with over 100 members. Then there's the Midgard realm, which I'll get to in a little bit. And then there's the regulars. So what happened was we realized that more and more people were logging in, but only certain people were like dedicatedly playing more and more during the sessions, especially during Minecraft Monday. All of these details can be found in the description below if you really want to get more into it. But long story short, the people who showed dedication to the public realm were invited to join the regulars realm. So regulars, not as big and as crazy as the public realm, but for the very dedicated regulars who continue to play on public and who continually added towards the realm, got invited into regulars. Also part of the Minecraft South Africa community. But anyway, besides the point, I was one of the founding members of the regulars. We started off, I remember when we started this world, we spawned in the middle of the jungle and we had to fight our way through hella high water to finally find somewhere where we could build the realm. And this is what the realm has become to now. I have not played on regulars in such a long time, and that is the reason why I'm actually making this video today. So I was told, because obviously you'll see the type of builds that we've been making in the public realm. If you watch the public realm tour video, you'll see the builds that are now in the regulars realm, and you can kind of put 2 and 2 together that certain methods of duplication and certain methods of attaining resources has been made. So I'm not going to go too much into that, but obviously based off of the types of builds that we're making in survival mode, not creative, you can put 2 and 2 together that there's some form of duping did take place. So what regulars has decided to do, because the general consensus was that duping really took away from the game as a whole, so we've left that to continue in the public realm, but in regulars we've decided to reset spawn in a completely new area, completely new space on the map, and we're going to be starting from scratch. You need to get rid of all your stuff, you need to empty your end chest. So what I wanted to do is, before I need to say goodbye to all of my glorious resources that are in my end chest and everything else in between, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a tour of the regulars realm before I am forced to let go of all of my amazingness in my inventory and in my world. Whoa, that's the wrong way. Little Shani going to take you on a tour of her little regulars realm in my little house. I was known as a crazy cat lady in this realm. I felt bad that they had to sit out in the digital rain, so I built them a digital roof so that my digital cats could be well looked after. But anyway, so this is my little starting house. You can read more about why I decided to build here over in the description below. There's some more insights into when this realm had just started. Obviously a lot of stuff has changed since I've played, but here, as with public realm, here is our regulars realm notice board. Not as big, not as bold, not as frequently used. Here is a Japanese garden type thing, but this was our CC back in the day, our little community center for regulars. But I felt like less people really got into the whole community center here, because it was really originated was just 10 of us. I think there's a couple more now, but you'll see here is a memorial to the former players who no longer really play anymore, who don't play as often. So here we have the 3 who's gone but not forgotten. Here we have Colonel Jakes, who has a really big problem with creepers, so they've given him a creeper head. And then here's me and my little, because I don't play as much as I used to, I'll admit. Lost but was found, and is lost again, but not forgotten. So I come back every now and again, and then I show up again. But there's like the little memoriam for the players who no longer really play as much. Here's Hooligan, who once upon a time used to love rocking his little golden armor. So there's a little memoriam for him there. And then here's Beetle, gone but not forgotten. Doesn't really play as much anymore either. He and I used to grind Minecraft super many muchnesses together. I built a bunch of these worlds once upon a time. So this is just like general kind of feedback. This is Glenn Zede's house, and I do believe that the Iron Golem... Guys, this is so sad. He was left behind when we redid the world. That's so sad. Friend, I'm gonna let you go through because you can be with the rest of your friends. Here you go. There you go. Oh, you can't go through yet. Can you go through now? Oh, guys, that's so sad. Now he's back and he's reunited with his friends that he used to defend once upon a time. But obviously this is all abandoned now because everyone's moved over to the new realm. Well, not the new realm, but the new like area with... Did you see how those lights went on when we came close by? Anyway, so this is Glenn's house. Now you're trapped inside. Now you can't be trapped outside. You're trapped inside now, friend. So because I'm super extra, I have 2 houses in this realm, and I don't actually ever think I finished the second house. But let us make our way through to my very modern looking house. So I wanted to use this like netherrack, nether brick type vibe, and I really like the look of the white and the purple together. So this is my secondary house that does find itself in the public realm, but I don't actually think I ever finished it because I was gonna like move all my storage over. Nope, you see, there's a whole... See, I was busy moving and I moved all of the stuff over. So those are my moving boxes, and I was still digging here. So I actually never got around to finishing my purple and white house, but I think I might be able to get to that level again. Obviously my little dining area and little like end tables and stuff. I could technically fly. It's fly straight into a tree, Shani. That's good. So this is what I actually wanted to show you and kind of document before I move over into starting a new world in a non-duping kind of area. So when we originally spawned here, when we originally spawned in the jungle, we needed to make the track from the jungle into where we found ourselves. So we actually found ourselves across... This was originally like desert, and we found ourselves in this little area which was across the river from an existing village. Now this was long before the Pillage and Plunder pack was out. This was long before the aquatic update, but the silly villagers kept finding themselves in the nether, so we had to build a little fence around it and made it like a little pyramid. So this was originally, in our minds, my and Beetle's minds, going to be a desert village. But then I stopped playing, Beetle stopped playing, the village was completed, but we never really repopulated it. And then the Pillage and Plunder update was released, and I heard from the other regulars that they were going to repopulate the village. And boy, did they do it absolute justice. So originally this was all like stone slabs, half slabs, to make sure that the mobs didn't spawn. But obviously with the new updates, they can get raided, and there's a whole bunch of different roles and stuff that the villagers can play. So they kept all of our original structures, which I really like. Like there were little areas to barter with. There's a little fountain. There's the little farming areas for the villagers to look after themselves. And we had built all of these houses that I really do like that they kept the existing houses, just because it added some aesthetic to the village. And then this little block over here annoys me, but hey, what can you do about it? So the villagers now interact with everything. They have their little wells, and they have their little areas that have been made use of. And then obviously it's nighttime, they're going to be sleeping, and they have a giant... So this is the only thing that they added extra into our village that wasn't here originally, was the giant dormitory with like 5 million of them all in one building, and all of their cats obviously to protect them from creepers. But so this was just a little village that was created. I really do love the look and feel of it. What is with the iron golems and trying to climb up things that they can't get to? You good, bro? But I just thought this was a really cute little addition, given that we repopulated the village and decided to keep it. And when I stopped playing, then the rest of the regulars decided to repopulate it anyway and add it all like cutesy and whatever. It feels really weird being here alone. Mass storage auto sorter. My god, look at this mass storage auto sorter. Anyway, all abandoned now. It's like Chernobyl, basically. But anyway, besides the point, if we go this way, there's like a little market where you could come and trade and stuff. And obviously there's beacons everywhere, very much like in the public realm, you can see there. But like a little market here with a little fountain where you can try and come and grab a bunch of stuff that you might need. Cactuses and a whole bunch of different produce. And then a bunch of trees and some houses. So public realm, like actually running through this now, I'm actually quite gonna miss it. Because there were so many good memories based off of like when I wanted to start building my beach house. And I'm gonna get chased by this guy, so you dead. But there's actually some really fun memories in this realm. Like, I'm not leaving the realm. We're just going to not be playing here anymore. We're gonna go play... I don't know who you're trying to chase. Weirdo. Oh, the villagers. Haha, the villagers are inside. So I just wanted to show you some last 2 builds that I did before I have to get rid of all of my supplies and move over into the new pod. I have no idea where they've decided to put the new spawn, and they've reset spawn. But basically, this was my little pyramid and like an ode to like resources that were no longer used. Like a lot of these like a lot of these decorative items were donated to me. Because I asked people for, do you have any armor that's like 1 hit away from being broken, or any tools that you no longer use? And I kind of just decided, because no one really uses horse armor, I made this like proper pharaoh vibes, proper like tomb, and then there's like I wanted to make it round, but then it didn't work, so I had to make a nether portal in there like that. I just thought it was cool. I just decided, what the hell. But then of course this was the piece de resistance, so we never ended up filling. We didn't even do a proper like entrance for it. It's still got the like dodgy sand entrance. But this was a pyramid that we built, because obviously if you've seen in public, if you watch the public realm, we built the dome. So then the 3 of us in regulars decided, well now we'll build a pyramid. And there's 2 rabbits at the top. Did you see that they were having a moment? No. Okay, I feel bad now. I should have left them alone. I feel bad, but anyway, let's run down the stairs again. I could have just flown, Shiny. Oh my god, you idiot. Besides the point, I forget that I own that elytra 90% of the time. But this was the pyramid. I have no idea what we actually planned on building on inside here. But this was just something that we built. We thought like dome in public, but then like triangle pyramid vibes and regulars. Felt cool. I do like the way that the shadows get cast, so it makes it look all freaky and like weird. Anyway, this was good times. Like I said, I'm actually quite reminiscent now looking at this realm, because I really have not touched this realm in the longest time. Then obviously you can see there in the distance, that was the final big build that I feel like the regulars built together. And then when I say together, I think I joined for one Minecraft Monday to fill in dirt underneath it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump. Why am I not flying? Hello? So obviously this was the last like big build that the regulars built together, was the Colosseum, which was like a sporting event ground thing. So obviously here's a football field, and they had France versus, I have no idea, for the World Cup, I assume. But this was the really last like really big build that was built together. I have no idea what this other stuff is. Oh, it's like horse racing. See, I haven't even been to most of this stuff. But obviously you can tell by the stuff that we had built and like the resources that we used that there was some funny business going on in terms of resource collection. And now they've decided to reinstate like the passion for the game, is they're bringing it back to its roots, and you have to collect all of your stuff like legitimately and all of that. So I am now going to bid adieu to my beautiful little beach house that I started so many years ago, and I have to say goodbye to my cats. Fortunately, I know that you guys have each other to look after, not like Glenn's iron golem that was left locked outside of the fence. But here's my like little house and my little bookshelf, and this is the first fridge I built, guys, and it actually gives me food. Look at it. So obviously there's a ton more that was built and stuff in regulars, but given that there was a smaller amount of people, they coordinated their builds into bigger builds rather than the different ones that you find in public. But I now need to empty out my end chest. Is there space in here? No, there isn't. Is there space in this one? Yes, there is. Okay, cool. I now need to empty out this end chest to like, look at all of this! And I need to off myself in game and then go ahead and find myself at the new spawn. Obviously it'll still be here and we have the coordinates, so if we ever do need to want to come visit. But I thought before starting my new world, I'd show you guys a little bit of the old world, because I wanted to do like a really nice tour a really long time ago when I was still playing actively. But this, I want to leave with a full belly. Thank you very much. I'm gonna say goodbye to my cats for the last. I'm actually kind of really sad about this now. But I'm saying goodbye to my cats. I'm gonna say goodbye to my little ginger cat. I used to have a bunch of others that used to sit down this side, so I don't actually know where they've gone to. What might be appropriate. Is there anyone else on the realm at the moment? Neo Dan's here. So I might actually put my elytra on for the last time and take a flight. Where did I put my elytra? Am I still wearing it? I'm pretty sure I'm still wearing it. Okay, so for the last time, Shani is going to take a flight up to the Hooligan Star, which was thusly named by Hooligan himself. You saw him in the little shrine of Forgottenness. But I'm gonna make my way up to the little Hooligan Star. There's little Enderman that is holding his little grass block. And I'm just going to... Oh no! Oh no! Okay, wait. Almost a really cute moment ruined by me falling. But I'm just going to land here on the Hooligan Star for one final time and look over our beautiful little realm that we had built together. There's my little beach house in the distance over there. Glenn's house. Some mass auto storage and stuff that went on this way. That little like tube thing takes you to the end portal, which was a whole other mission to get to together. And there's Randy's little house over there. Here's the cactuses that we had to plant. And here's our first mine. And guys, I'm actually super sentimental about this world now and our little Enderman. But I thought for what might be appropriate for the final time, Shini's going to fall off a high place because this was the realm where I learned how to fly. It wasn't public realm. It was Regular's realm when I learned to fly. And I used to fall from high places a lot. So I'm going to take a nosedive. I'm going to leave this. Oh wait, I can't leave this here. I'm going to have a moment. Am I picking those up while throwing those down? Good job, Shani. I'm just going to drop all of these. And I'm going to take one swan dive, leap of faith type vibe. And say goodbye to Regulars. It's done. It's done. I'm done. Shani would have fallen from a high place. Let's respawn. I haven't spawned in the new village because I think I reset my spawn by accident. Well, that was anticlimactic. Whoops. Shani. Reset spawn and now is trapped on this side of the world alone with her 3 cats. And Glenn's iron golem. Yeah, I'm trying to spawn at the new village. So Shani's going to actually have her legitimate ending now. I just need to break that bed. I'm going to put it down there. I'm going to fly up to the Hooligan Star and try and have a second heartfelt ending. And then finally properly spawn into the new place. Off the Hooligan Star and me die. Respawn! I look like I'm in the middle of the sky. There we go, it's loaded in for me. I don't have any pants on. Do you have pants for me? I need pants, please, because otherwise I look like I'm naked. Thank you! I have pants now. Now I don't look like a weirdo. Okay. Thank you. So Randy's just welcomed me to the new world. I'm actually going to end this video here. So give me 2 seconds because look at all the Jurgens. The Jurgens are better dressed than I am. Anyway. So that is going to be the legitimate end to the video. If you want me to document my starting of a new life in Regular's realm from scratch, having to mine for everything, build my house, build up to what my existing life in Regulars was like, please let me know. I'd love to actually get back into doing some Minecraft stuff. If you want to see more, please make sure you leave that like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. Remember that we all human differently, and I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers!